Right, before you put your makeup on, you're going to have to need a good moisturiser. I'm using here Nipvey from Home Skin Fix. It's packed with minerals that feed your skin and give you that radiant glow. I've used this every day and I've almost finished my pot. It's the first time I've ever hit pan on anything, so I'm very impressed with it. Next you're going to use an eye cream. I'm using Nivea Visage Q10 and I'm going to dab that underneath my eyes on my eyelid, and we're going to rub that in gently because the skin underneath your eyes is up to 65% thinner than on the rest of your body, so you must be very gentle with that. Just pat the cream in rather than rub. Next I'm going to use my foundation. I'm going to use a Gosh Mousse foundation in honey colour. I'm going to use my foundation brush and just apply that in the areas that I need it. I'm applying in a downward stroke so not to catch any hairs that we all have on our faces. Like I said earlier, I'm only applying it where I need it, just to even out my skin tone, and applying in the downward fashion. Remember to listen to me, I can't talk properly. Remember to blend out so that you don't get any tight lines. I'm not very good at this voiceover lark, am I? I'm blending into my neck there to make sure that I'm all one colour. I'm now going to prime my eyelids with some primer to enable the eyeshadow to stay put and not slide. I'm using MAC Prep and Prime here. You can tell this is my first voiceover, can't you? I sometimes like to put a little bit underneath the eyes as well. Next we're going to put some blusher on our cheeks. I'm using the Smashbox quad there. I'm going to mix two colours, the peachy colour and the pinky colour together, and I'm going to just apply that, give myself a bit of a shine, not too much colour, and I just highlight that on the cheekbone. Now to give a more radiant glow, I'm going to use my number 7, or is it a Body Shop? It's a Body Shop. It's like a nude colour, and I'm going to apply that to my apples of my cheeks just to give me that glow. It's got barely a hint of colour in there, but it gives you that glow. I'll use my fingers now to blend that in, make sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, now we're going to put our eyeshadow on. I am going to find the colour I'm looking for. There it is. It's a Gosh colour and it is called Love That Champagne. It's a waterproof colour and I'm going to apply it just as you would a matte shade stick. I'm going all the way up to the top of my brow and then blending it with the heat from my fingertips, body temperature, just to make sure there's no harsh lines and that it's all blended very well. Your fingers are sometimes your best tools, I think. You can have the many brushes in the world, but sometimes it's your fingers that do the work. This will be where you can see I haven't plucked my eyebrows. I'm looking so serious, aren't I? Okay, here is my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Fawn. I'm going to use that just to define the crease and the outer V. I'm going for quite a natural look tonight, so I'm just going to apply a bulk of colour here, a bulk of colour here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend downwards in that triangle in the corner and just try and blend that in. Like I say, I want it to look quite natural, so I'm just keeping to that outer V, and I'll blend inwards towards the inside of the eye. I don't want too much colour, I just want a bit of definition. As you can see, I'm struggling with that brush, so I'm going to pick up an empty brush just to blend. That's much better, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to line the eyes. I'm going to need a mirror for this because the only reflection I will have is the MAC and the lighting's not very good. So I'm going to line underneath my eyes. It's a habit, I love doing it. I'm using my new Miss Sporty eyeliner for all of less than £3. I'm just going to line the top, I think. Just a smudgy line. On the screen my eyeshadow actually looks purple when it's actually like a browny purpley colour. It's not so purple as it looks on the screen. Don't need to tell you what I'm doing, it's quite obvious. I'm just lining underneath the eyes and I'm going to go over and smudge around the top. And my other eye looks scary now. There we go, I think we're done. Next we're going to put on my mascara. I'm using Girl Lash Blast. This is my favourite mascara at the moment. You can't actually get it in the UK because we don't have CoverGirl anymore. But I've ordered it off eBay. I really like the way it coats your lashes. It's a really, really intense mascara. The only downfall is it is not waterproof, but I have something up my sleeve for later. So I'm coating every lash here, not just the outside ones, every single lash. I'm very proud of myself that I'm not making that horrible monkey face whilst I'm doing my mascara. I have been known to in the past, but I'm not doing it right now. Yay! But it's making my other eye look a little bit spooky, so I've not got away with looking completely ridiculous. Okay, my trick. V at Home Lash Mac makes every mascara waterproof. It puts a coating of clear mascara on top of your existing mascara, therefore rendering it very, very, very waterproof. It's wonderful, I love it. It doesn't change the appearance of the lashes or take away any of the impact that your mascara has given you. It just adds a nice top coat and makes your mascara waterproof. Now I'm going to line my lips. I have to do this because I have no evident lip line. My lips just go straight into my skin with no lip ridge as it seems. Everyone else seems to have a lovely, lovely, obvious lip line. Mine just turn into my skin, and it's dangerous that I sometimes look like I'm wearing jam on my lips. I'm using a Pout lip gloss, which I love. They've discontinued them now, but I love them. And I'm applying it with a brush only because it gives a better finish. If I'm in a rush, obviously I'll just use it without the brush, but I like to paint it on and give it a good finish. I mean, look, I've gone over my lip line and now it just looks like I'm wearing jam. I have to always amend that. Okay, now for the finished look. I was really happy with it, but the photos didn't do it justice. I got told I looked fresh and glowy when I went out last night. That was a result. Thanks for watching, everyone.